Okay, awesome. All right, you guys, I am pumped for these summer sizzle bonuses because I've been in the business 8 years and we have never had this before. So whenever there's something new, I'm like, yes. And when I first started, we actually used to do 4 and 3, and now they're kind of bringing it back. So it's super fun. There's two different ways to earn these. One thing to keep in mind, if you started in the business after April 1st, so April 2nd until now, just know you can't earn these ones, but you're still in your quick start period. So you can earn your success bonuses, your match bonuses. And some of the things that I'm going to share and the strategies are 100% relevant. So stick around for sure. But for us OGs who've been in a while, I'm going to do like um, the basic, what's it even called? It's in your tracker, in your It Works Connect app. You guys didn't know, if you go under what is it, incentives and programs, you'll see the summer sizzle and you'll see there's a little tracker there. So the basic version of this is 4 customers and 3 distributors. So I'm gonna just do the little basic stuff and then I'm gonna dive right in. So obviously you need 4 perks members with a minimum of 300 in BV. And what a lot of people who are new might not know is that 300 in BV is bonus volume. So that's just the value of our product. For example, 1 bottle of gummies is 33 BV. You're going to need 10 customers to reach that 300 goal. So always go in for the upsell, whether it's a pack. Obviously, the 30-day drop is going to get you there with 4 PMs, all that kind of good stuff. So step number 1 is 4 perks members. So if you're like, okay, how do I earn this bonus? You got to get your 4 customers at 300 BV. And I'm going to talk about ways to help you, how you can get those customers. And then if you're wanting to go for the larger bonus, is obviously completing these steps 3 times for a total of 1,300 in bonuses. So I would love for you guys to drop in the comments if you're like, I just want one $268 bonus, or if you're like, I want the full 1,300, because we're going to talk about how to reach those goals. Okay, so oops, my board swiped down. So 4 customers is your $67 bonus. And the second step after that is obviously 3 distributors. And I know this is going to be the little bit of a more challenging part for a lot of people, because we went from 4 and 1 to 4 and 3. But once you get your 4 customers, you get your 3 distributors. That's a $200 bonus with a total of $268. Sorry, I just want to make sure. Going for 1, love it. I think that's an awesome place to start. So I'm going to talk about how to earn the basic ones. And then if you're wanting to go big, the third step is obviously, once you do your 4 customers, your 3 distributors, you do it 3 times, that's $804. And then you get the additional $536 for like that grand total of $1,300. So my recommendation, you guys, if you're wanting to go for the big one, is to go for a 4 and 3 a week. And I know that would be like, oh my gosh, that's terrifying. But it's completely possible with the right action steps, which we're going to dive into for a second. So I know for myself, roughly 100 distributor messages is going to sign 1, if not 3 DTs. And I know that 100 is like, oh my gosh, 100 distributor messages. But if you break that down throughout the rest of the days that we have in the month into bite-sized chunks, it's so manageable. So, oh, sorry, just 1 second.
I already spoke last week, don't you remember?
Okay. So if you're wanting to get your 3 distributors, that is 300 distributor messages within the month. But you guys, that's only 12 asks a day. That's 12 people you have to offer the opportunity to each day. And who to ask. So this is where the note taking is going to come into effect. If you're like, okay, well, where am I going to message these 12 people from? The ones that give myself and my team the most success are from host to post. You're getting up haps about the opportunity. You're asking the hosts about the opportunity. Or if you're getting product haps up, anyone who's interested in the products, obviously, they're interested possibly in earning income. They're interested in the product already. That's exactly how I got started. So those are three great ways from host to post. Obviously, who else to ask? Sorry, I'm just reading. There we go. For me is the likes and comments on my posts, but my story views is probably one of my next favorites. So anyone who likes or comments on my business posts or stories is going to get a message from me. And it's really simple. And I'll throw some scripts in the comments for you guys and what hacks that I use as well. So, but I'm just going to keep moving forward. I'm just going to make a note. The opportunity hack that I use works so well. If someone on my team wants to put it in there, and then my DT message for my story views. And if you think about it, okay, if I get up, 3 haps a day or 5 haps a day, that already takes away half of that list, half of those names. Then you're going to take 1 or 2 from your business posts and 3 of your story views. Like you can reach those numbers if you're being really consistent in your business each day. A new thing would be recommending reels. I know that some people do them regularly. I am not one of those people, but doing at least 1 reel a week, 1 to 2 is what I would recommend doing a business reel. And if you're brave, doing one every other day. If you're going for that big, hairy, audacious goal like I am, I'm like, I don't want to. But I know that if I want to reach that larger goal, then I'm going to, go for it. So there's just a couple of recommendations, and consistency is so important, you guys. If you're not getting up the haps, if you're not getting up the posts and the stories, you're gonna wake up in the morning and you're like, shoot, who am I gonna message? So that being said, you can always dive into your Facebook friends list and ask people. If you're on my team and you go into my fresh board, under the extras is how to print off your Facebook friends list. I'm sure now you can download it on your phone. Go through alphabetically, check out each person's profile page. Who has a lot of friends or followers? Who posts regularly, like all the time? They're on social all the time. Any mom, any teacher, summer breaks here. So any student, who else? Anyone who's positive that you're like, man, they would take great photos. They would be awesome at this. All you have to do is find 12 people a day to reach out and ask. So there's a couple of recommendations for DTs. And then obviously what to post about. So I'm going to show you guys my thing that I did up today. Where is it? Here it is, right here. Summer is busy. So for these bonuses, it's going to take a little bit of time management and discipline, you guys, to get those tasks done consistently. It's hard. Who had like Canada Day? We're camping. All those kinds of things. Birthdays are coming up. So there's going to be a lot of days that we're going to say, we'll do it tomorrow. You guys, you can go and content prep all of your stuff. Go to Facebook if you have an influencer or a digital creator account. You can actually upload all of your posts for the whole month, and they'll schedule it for you and post it for you. So don't fall into the trap of that we're too busy. You just have to get a little organized. I literally went and wrote out like topics to talk about. Bonus Thursday, I always do. Talk about your team, talk about the freedom of working from your phone, talk about your story of how you got introduced into the business, your journey of what it looks like day to day, different things that it's doing for yourself, for your confidence, for your health, for your clients, all those kinds of things. Write out 30 topics, or for the fourth, it's the fourth today, 27 topics, and then set yourself up for success. Okay. Distributors is going to be a big one. So that's why I wanted to share. And if you write those posts and you're personal about them, you can cut them up and put them in your story too. Personal, I feel, is always better than just the generic distributor slides that so many of us see. Set yourself apart, make it personal. People will get to know you way faster and be way more inclined to reach out and message you. Your stories, I know the answer, but the message those who comment on what type of story. So I message anyone, if I'm putting up a business story each day, anyone who views my business story, I ask them every day. Okay, that was a great question. I'm just going to go back to my notes now. And if you guys have questions too, pop them in the chat. Okay, friends list, we talked about. Okay, so that's like the distributor kind of chunk. And let's talk about the customers, which I know so many of us are really good at getting our customers each month. And you can get 4 customers a month, 100% you can. And if you're going for the bigger goal, obviously that's 12 customers. And again, just breaking it down in kind of those bite sized chunks, I would say haps, 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 haps for sure. Um, your posts talking about like the benefits of the products, not just looking for 10 people to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. What are the benefits of the gummies? What are the benefits of the greens? Whatever product that you're talking about, what are you using right now? Share what you're using, how it makes you feel. You don't need these giant transformational pictures. For a long time, like the Thermophytex, I never used. My husband used it, but I would do a little boomerang of me holding those tablets and saying my client's top results-based product. I love how they're plant-based. They gave great energy, boost metabolism, who's feeling stuck, et cetera, et cetera. So as long as you're in it and people can see that you're promoting it, and it's personal is always best. So your journey talking about the products, before and after pictures. I think this in the last month or two has probably been one of the biggest ways that I've been getting customers is just showing someone's before and after with their journey. So feel free to go scroll my page and steal any ones that you see on there. If you're in my fresh board, there's an album that I just started under posting 101 that's got those testimonials in there too. So you can go and I'll update the rest of them tonight. You can go and scroll through. Every other day, every second day, people want to they want to see what the products do. And consistency is key. But talk about the benefits in your journey as well. Okay. So posting prep, same thing that I did with my distributor posts for the day, I did them for product. I was like, okay, week 1, I'm going to highlight the gut reset pack. I'm going to do the cleanse one day. I'll do an aloe, 2 days after that, and I'll post about the greens and then do like a gut reset pack. Week number 2, transitioning still with the aloe, the Thermophytex, the gummies, with those results photos, talking about the benefits, and then have the full system so that people are kind of seeing all the different results that they can get, and you're getting that high BV that you're going to need in order to hit those goals. Week 3, Slimming Trio work. Week 4, 30-day drop. I always go back to the 30-day drop because I get gummy Thermophytex host to post up all the time, because if they're interested in the gummy and Thermophytex as a customer, it's big BV, or they can become a distributor. So it's a super easy transition to get both at the same time. So working smarter, not harder. And I just find that it's so much easier to have those conversations when you're already talking to people about it. And then it keeps coming up in their newsfeed too, so they're reminded about it. It's kind of like its own follow-up. Okay. When you're adding into your, obviously you want to post about it, but again, you guys, adding into your story, the little note bubble, I don't know if you guys have been utilizing this, but if you haven't been, I need to actually add it. I haven't added mine today. Where is it? Under Messenger. Right up at the top in Messenger, you can add your own little note. The little hooks that you put in there, it can be anything, like who loves coffee? And how do you like your coffee, iced or hot? Anyone who comments on those, start a conversation about the coffee. Who feels like they need a reset after Canada Day? Just put that in there. It doesn't have to be product based, but people will reply back and you can start that conversation. And then obviously if we have promotions or if you're hiring, saying I'm looking for 3 distributors, well, you don't have to say distributors. Who would like to make an extra $300 a month? I'm looking for 3 people, hiring 3 people, or however you want to put it. Use that note and change it every day. Product, business, something interactive, something fun. And then when you're adding into your story, obviously a hook, a results photo, and a video. Video content, I don't know about you guys right now. If your stories have been a little slow, get a couple videos of you up there. My views go up a couple hundred if I take the time to put in video content. And it can be as simple as you stirring your coffee. Your face doesn't even need to be in it. That boomerang with the hand, same kind of thing. Get yourself in your story, do a little short video. They're working really well. And then just put that call to action on the end. Message me, Gummy, for info. DM me for a 25% off code. put a poll at the end. Lots of times recently, people are coming to my inbox because they're like, oh, she's offering it. Like I have to message her gummy to get information. So I know some of these are basic for those of you who have been on here for a long time. You already know to do those things, but any kind of tip counts. And then writing them down, you guys. Follow up is so, so huge. Within 24 to 48 hours, making sure you're getting back to those people. Follow up Friday, every single Friday. Whenever there's a promotion on, it's so easy to just have your list and just go through and fire out those messages. It's summer. We need the time. We don't have the time. We need the time. So if we take that little bit to be organized at the end of the night or first thing in the morning, write your potentials down. You have your list ready for when a promo comes up, which I guarantee you there's still going to be more to come this month. You want to be ready for it. And then obviously you're going to have your follow-up list for the end of the month. So you reach your goal, you take that action every single day and it adds up. The small stuff adds up. You'll have a huge follow-up at the end of the month and boom, you can hit your 4 and 3 at month end. Just making sure you're doing the action steps each day is going to get you there. Okay. Now to get down into kind of like the nitty gritty, I know for myself that if I get up 10 product caps in a day, I will sign at least one customer pretty much on the spot. So you have to ask yourself, and I would love for anyone who feels vulnerable to put in the comments, how many haps do you usually get up in a month personally? So if you're like, shoot, I need to get up 40 haps in a month to sign 4 customers. If I want to reach that 1, 4, and 3, I have to make sure I'm getting up 40. That's 2 haps a day. 2 a day if you're being consistent. That's not a lot. And even if you're going for that big goal, what is that? 6 haps a day if you're wanting to reach that 1,300 thing. 6. I know that it takes lots of messaging some days. They're not always going to hit that number, but it's doable. So 2 a day if you're consistent and you're going for that small goal. Write that down, you guys. I will get up 2 haps a day. Make it, double it, just to make sure you're reaching your goal. Ashley, I aim for 100 haps a month. Yes. So just to give you guys an example, last month I got up almost 90 and I signed 11 PMs. The month before that, I got up over 200, but I signed 33 PMs. So like it's all in the amount of haps you can get up. In my personal opinion, you can only do so much with your initial network. And last month, holy moly, I followed up a ton and I did not sign as many as I thought I was going to because it was a long weekend and it's summer. We all know it takes a little bit more oomph. Okay, so just know that those numbers might have to increase a little bit, and that's totally okay. Okay. So Tammy, I think that if you got up 54 haps last month, good job. First, I just want to say that. And if you're finding that a lot of them aren't getting comments, just know that half of my haps don't. And it's not you necessarily. Usually it's the host. They have a small network. They don't post often. They don't get a lot of views. So you kind of have to hit those new people. Make sure you're always getting new people to host a post. And then 2, if that particular hap isn't working, change it, switch it up. I don't know which one that you use, but there's definitely specific ones that I find work best. There's the gummy one, the gummy Thermophyte X, the cleanse one. Those are my 3 go-to for products. I know every leader has different ones. If someone wants to drop in the comments of what their favorite hap is or one that's working really well, we can all kind of utilize them. That would be amazing. 47 last month. Yeah. So at least we know the goal and it's there. And sometimes we just have to pivot a little bit, and that's okay. Second would be if those haps get no comments, are you boosting them? Do you put a before and after picture in the comments? Do you say comment gummy for more info? Because I find I put a testimony and a before and after picture one day. And then on Friday, I'll go back and I'll comment, I have 2 spots open. We always have spots open, but creates that sense of urgency. And then maybe someone who's seen the post, Facebook is like, oh, there's more comments. I'll open it up to more views. And then all of a sudden there's a person in your inbox that didn't even comment that messages you gummy. Okay. Utilizing what you're currently working, you can still kind of give yourself a little bit more. Once you get off this Zoom, go back to those hosted posts that got no comments last month and boost them if you haven't. There's still time to get results from those two. Okay. Um, any questions about that so far? Just want to see where I'm at. So to get the host of posts up, and feel free to comment or type your questions and stuff while I'm chatting too. Um, is where to get your host of post asks from. A giveaway post, I would say doing a giveaway on your page once a week max. And then if you've replied to everyone, you can hide it and make a brand new one. Just so when people who are new aren't necessarily going to your newsfeed, it kind of loses its lackluster if it's there too often. And if you're posting the giveaway multiple times on your page a week, definitely switch things up. Second is you can go back to all the people who hosted a post for you. I'm going to put my message example in the comments because this worked really good for me the other month. When I got up all those haps, I went back to anyone who posted for me. You can get them all to do the giveaway, and then you kind of have a whole bunch of new people to branch out to. If you're getting 10 haps up a day, are they some product and some DT or all product and all giveaway? I don't do giveaway haps often. I'm just going to be super, super honest. If someone's posted for me about the product and about the business, then I'll give them a giveaway one. Mostly, I have a larger network though, so it's taken time for me of doing giveaway haps for a while to get up to that. But I usually at the beginning of the month, I do a lot of DT haps, a ton of DT haps, almost all of them. If they haven't posted about the business before, because I want to get all my distributors in and started so that they can start working on the foreign friend bonuses. And then I'm multiplying my business versus me just trying to do, you know, I have more volume. It's not just me getting volume, more distributors. So I usually do distributor messaging for the first like half of the month. And that's why I usually sign 8+ DTs every single month. It's because I focus mainly on distributors, and then I switch and I do product haps for the last half of the month. That's a good question too. But everyone's style is different. So I would say have a good balance of both. You know, get up 2 to 3 distributor haps, get 2 to 3 product haps, and get 2 giveaway haps up each day. That way you're always kind of having new conversations and people to talk to. Okay. So yeah, you're in control of doing that. And I think the really cool part about this is summer sizzle, is that when you get your 4 and 3 done, if you're new, that box is you for Ruby. And if you've been in it for a while, and maybe your box for Ruby and have a couple extra DTs, you can get box for Emerald. And if your team's going for their 4 and 3, you can get box for Diamond like fast with this promotion. So make sure that after this Zoom, you guys, another note to take, go and message all of your distributors. I haven't even had a chance to do this month because we've been, obviously it's Canada Day, we're camping. I just got home today. But go and reach out to your team and ask them, hey, are you wanting to go for a summer sizzle bonus? It's a tongue twister. And if they want to do a 4 and 3, have like a little accountability thing, like a fun, motivational thing that you guys can do steps like that together. Then you know what goal that they want to go for, and you can kind of give them a breakdown. Okay, make sure you're getting up 2 to 4 haps a day, sending 12 distributor messages a day, posting a story each day, follow-ups each day, and that's your summer sizzle checklist. So everyone should have one of those for sure, so that you're focused income producing activities, what you need to get done first, and you're in control of that. So now that we've talked kind of the small goals, we're gonna amp it up a little bit for anyone who wants to go bigger. Because I'm someone who's like, if I know a number that I can go for, and that's just what I have to do each day, might as well. You guys, I'm going for 2 full summer sizzle bonuses. And it's scary to me because I was like, that's 19 distributors. I've never signed that many before. I think 13 is my record. So I don't even know if I can do it, but I'm like, you know what? What if I can? What does that mean? It just means that I need to send more messages. That's all. Do those reels that I really don't want to do in hopes that maybe one goes, gets a ton of comments and I sign a whole bunch of more distributors. I feel like DTs is going to be the challenge. So if you're going for the full, obviously we're tripling our efforts. What is that going to look like? 12 PMs, 9 DTs. There is a second checklist that I saw. I have it saved in my, I don't know if I can add pictures into it. Can I add pictures on a Zoom? Into the chat, or is it just text? Everything's kind of changed. I don't think I can. Just emojis now. But anyways, personal message me if you want it. Where did it go? I'll show you what it looks like. Pretty sure I screen. Oh, it's in my group chat. And thank you to whichever diamond leader created this, but it looks like this. And it's not too intimidating. Like, that's what it looks like. 4 customers, 3 DTs. If you're trying to do that once a week, you're going to reach your big bonus, right? And then the cool thing about that is, you guys, it boxes you for Emerald. So if you're going for that big bonus, you're boxed for Emerald. And if you've already got a couple DTs, you're going to be boxed for Diamond by the end of the month if you're going for the big one. So I just want to say that it's possible. You can achieve more than one. Go big, you guys. So at least if you go big, you're going to get one for sure. And it's so exciting as well. Okay. Yeah, because then you're going to get an Emerald paycheck essentially on top of your normal pay. So like, why wouldn't you want to give yourself $1,000 monthly raise and earn the bonus? So tripling the action, you guys, what is it going to look like? 35 distributor messages a day, 6+ haps up a day, and getting that checklist that I talked about: post, story, reel, DT messages, hap messages, follow-up messages. And then a lot of it is going to be mindset, because I know that we can message 50 people to ask for haps, and we only get so many people. Or just like in the comments there, I got all these haps up and there was no comments. We're going to have those discouraging days. So self-development's key. If there was a couple that I could recommend, one would be The Power of One More by Ed Milet. Really, really good. Just knowing that you can do it. I would say start your morning, go into YouTube. It's free, completely free. Type in 5-minute motivational video. We all have 5 minutes to work on our mindset and to give us that little kick in the butt that's going to tell us, like, you can achieve your goals. Like, you can do this. 5 minutes of someone telling you, like, go after it. It's okay. Every single morning. I just finished reading a really good book called The Gap and the Gain. I loved it. Just as such a switch in mindset of how to, find the positivity in what you're doing and just know that you're succeeding no matter what, as long as you're taking the action. And then the last 2 are by John Maxwell, either Leader Shift or Developing the Leader Within. Because as you sign those DTs and you're building your business, it's always good to get in that leadership. And if you have people in your team who are also going for a 4 and 3 bonus, this is a bonus, then it's great to be able to know how to help them reach their goals, and to transition into that leadership as well. If you go to the side where you type, it brings up a photo file. I'm not the best with technology. Google OneDrive, Google Drive box. I would just say personal message me and I'll send it to you, because it'll take me minutes to figure that out. So I'm going to find my scripts. I'm going to join the Zoom. If you guys want to type in the comments questions, anything that wasn't unclear, anything you need advice on, or you can unmute yourself. Let me just jump on here.
Recording in progress.
Oh. sorry, I put those distributor messages, those are the ones that I use all the time, in the comments if you guys want to copy and paste those. Do you do DT messenger parties? I don't. I don't anymore. I always find that when I'm having a personal conversation with someone, I say, hey, you're interested in info. They say yes. I give my spiel on what the business is. And I say, is that sounding good? They say either yes or no. It's a 50-50. And then the ones that say yes, I'm like, great. I have a short video that goes over more about what we offer, what we do. I send it to them and it gives them all the information. And then they pretty much tell me yes or no again. For the most part, people will say, yes, I'm interested. I might not be able to afford it. So we go into the pre-selling their kit. We do the coffee and gummy one. And then messenger parties, I just find that, I don't know, I can send invites and it's always better to be in a personal conversation. I know that a lot of people have success with them because they can see other distributors' testimonials, which is super empowering. A lot of people need that, but I've tried it. I've tried it a few times and it just isn't as successful for me as me giving them the information and sending them voice notes and they hear me and they're joining me personally. The video that I send Tabitha is in boards. I went and copied, like I watched Katie Bevington's. There was a couple other top leaders, Jackie Deering, they had their own distributor video. So I watched theirs, made notes of how I kind of wanted to explain the business. And then I recorded my own on YouTube. So it's in our team, in the Fresh Team board. Again, if you guys want it and you want your own ideas, personal message me, I can send it to you. What was the other thing I was going to put in here? The message for hosts. If you go back to your collection and ask all your previous hosts to post for you, you're going to get a ton. Like if you do HAPS actively, then it's great to get up a whole bunch. What other question was there? I missed a question there. Oh, your screen looks different than mine, Ashley, because I don't know if you have an iPhone, but I'm on my computer, so I don't have that plus sign there. It might have it on my phone though. Thank you for letting me know. I can check that. Let me find that message. And I think that that's it, you guys. Essentially, you just have to have your goal in front of you. Just know what action you need to take each day. I would say get up early and get it done first thing. So then you kind of know if you're hitting your numbers by the end of the day. And if not, you might need to take a little bit more action to get there. But summer flies by. And honestly, if it doesn't get prioritized, we always say, well, tired today, we'll do it tomorrow. Busy today, we'll do it tomorrow. I'm moving today, I've got a birthday today, I'll do it tomorrow. And then all of a sudden a week's passed and small actions add up so fast. Okay, this is the last message. Sorry, let me find it. It'll just take me a minute. This is the one. Okay, Zoom. I don't know why, but it says, I'm nervous and excited. I'm going for a bonus this month. For some reason, when it says I'm nervous, people are like, oh. Okay. So there are all my nuggets, you guys. I appreciate you all hopping on here. I will get this recording posted. I just want to make sure that I've got all the things. I think so. Yes, happy anniversary, Lisa. That's awesome. Okay, you guys. So I just want to say you can do it. You can absolutely achieve your goal. Go and kick butt. Start today. I haven't even put up my post in my story, but it's on my checklist. So I better get it done tonight before I go to sleep. I'm going to send my DT messages and my hat messages, and then you're setting yourself up for tomorrow's success. So you got this, you got this, you got this, and have a great night.